purely for sentimental reasons. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WLE Radio.
WLE!
From among your friends and neighbors, these people have come together to perform reenactments of old-time radio shows from those thrilling days of yesteryear. But if you look at the balance of our group here, you may notice it tilts to the feminine side. We need more male voices. So, if you're sitting in the audience today, or if you're watching us on YouTube, hi YouTube, and you're thinking, I can do this, well, then we want to hear from you. So, see me in the back after the show. We're going to have some cookies and coffee and tea, iced tea, and all that stuff. So, let's talk. Early Happy Father's Day to you all. Our first show today is about America's favorite father of the time back in the 50s, Jim Anderson, played by Robert Young, and Father Knows Best. And in this episode that was broadcast in 1951, the family is planning a Father's Day picnic, and of course, things get way out of hand. In our second show, a daughter is worried about her father. See the Father's Day connection I made there? Her father is a world-renowned chemist who's changed his will to benefit his partner. Well, that raises some suspicions with our favorite insurance investigator, yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in an episode from 1957. In both shows, some of the male characters are being voiced by our female actors. Guys, we could use your help, as I said before, but aside from the voices being just a touch softer and higher, the ladies do a wonderful job of getting their characters across. In between the two shows, we have a special treat, which I'll tell you about when we get there, so let's get into it. Imagine you're in the studio audience, just like this, of a radio station, where a radio play is about to be presented live and in person. Or perhaps you can imagine that you're lying on the floor surrounding the old Philco radio, waiting for your favorite show to begin. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy this edition of WLE Radio.
WLE!
Mother, is Maxwell House the best coffee in the whole world?
Well, your father says so, and your father knows best.
Yes, it's Father Knows Best, transcribed in Hollywood, starring Robert Young as father. A half-hour visit with your neighbors, the Andersons, brought to you by Maxwell House, the coffee that's bought and enjoyed by more people than any other brand of coffee at any price. Maxwell House, always good to the last drop. A father's a pitiful fellow. A father's a pitiful fellow, browbeaten, maligned, and oppressed. But on Sunday, his mood will be mellow. It's the one day when Father knows best. That's right, neighbors, this coming Sunday is Father's Day, and in Springfield, it's going to be quite an event. The white frame house on Maple Street is bustling with activity, and as Jim Anderson steps through the front door, we can't be quite certain as to whether or not he approves. But we'll find out, won't we?
Margaret, hey, what's going on here?
Jim, what are you doing home?
Well, I just thought...
You aren't supposed to be home until 6 o'clock.
I know, honey, but there wasn't anything doing in the office, and I figured, what's going on in the living room? A hog callers convention?
Well, why don't you go for a walk or something?
I don't want to go for a walk.
Well, why don't you run down to the drugstore and pick
I don't want to run any place. I just want to sit. Now, will you please tell me why the living room sounds like a weasel got into the hen house?
What?
What's going on in the living room?
Oh, well, it's a surprise.
Honey, not again.
Well, it isn't exactly a surprise, but oh, Jim Anderson, one way or another, you always manage to spoil everything.
What did I spoil now?
Well, that's the food and refreshment committee for the Father's Day outing.
All right, I didn't... Wait a minute. There must be a dozen women in there.
There are only 8.
That's the committee?
For food and refreshments.
But the whole outing was supposed to be for 5 or 6 families. What happened?
Well, it grew.
Honey, I said I didn't mind going on a picnic with people like Hathaways and the Woodies. But if you think I'm going to spend Father's Day, how many are there going to be?
Well, Norman and Harriet Franklin said they weren't sure, and Jane Overton said she'd have to ask Henry, and
Margaret, how many people are there going to be?
including the children,
Including everybody.
212.
212 people?
Well, that's without the Franklins and the Overtons.
How did it get to be 212?
Well, Lucille Hathaway told a few of her friends, and Dorothy Woody told a few of hers, and
They told a few of theirs.
then, of course, we got the boys' club to join.
You got the boys' club for Father's Day?
Isn't it wonderful? We're making it a Father and Son's Day.
Honey, why don't you just give me a necktie?
Oh, everyone thinks it's a brilliant idea, and they're talking about it all over Springfield. It's going so well.
The operation was a success, but the patient died.
What, dear?
Oh, nothing, honey. I think I'll go into the den and lie down.
Oh, no, you can't.
What?
The contest committee's in there.
The contest committee?
Well, they have to think up all sorts of stunts and games. It's really quite important.
Stunts and games?
You're going to have a wonderful time, dear. I know it.
Yes, I'd better go upstairs and lie down for a while.
Well, that's a good boy. Oh, Jim, don't go into our room. I turn that over to the Transportation Committee.
Yes, dear. I'll be sure not to go into our room. Father's Day. The best thing they could do to fathers on Father's Day is leave them alone. Stunts and games.
Hi, Father. What are you doing home?
That's the second time I've been asked that. What's so unusual about coming home? I come home all the time.
Pardon me. I was only trying to be pleasant.
Man comes into his own home, and what happens? He can't get into the den, he can't get into the living room, he can't get into his own bedroom.
You can't go into Bud's room, Father.
Now see here, Betty.
But it's all full of hats and coats.
Oh,
So's my room. That's why I have to study out here.
well, it could be worse, I guess. Right now I can't think of how, but I suppose it could.
Going downstairs, Father?
No, I'm sort of trying to set a new record for the indoor ski jump. Tally-ho!
Jumping creepers.
Am I going downstairs? What does she think? I'm doing deep sea diving? Am I going downstairs?
Hiya, Dad. What are you doing at home?
Well, never mind. What are those?
These are their tickets.
I see. You wouldn't care to confide in me a little further, would you?
Huh?
What are the tickets for?
They're for the picnic. You owe 6 1/4.
For the Father's Day picnic?
Sure.
I'm being taken to a Father's Day picnic, but I have to pay $6.25. What for?
5 tickets.
But let me put it another way. We're taking our own lunch, right?
Right.
There's no charge for the picnic grounds, right?
Right.
Then who gets the $6.25?
Did I tell you about that? It gets split up.
I see.
Part of it goes to the boys' club.
And the rest?
The rest of it goes to the boys.
Well, that's nice. That's what I call a very neat arrangement.
Well, holy cow, Dad. We have to have some reason for going.
Hi, Daddy.
So help me if she says one word.
What are you doing home?
I'm going down that basement.
You can't, Dad. It's full of women.
If your mother... They're in the basement too?
They're practically crawling out of the woodwork.
I don't know. Women can be so wonderful. Why do they have to be so many of them?
I know a good place to hide.
Nobody said anything about hiding. This is as much a home as it is anyone else's. And if they think, where?
In back of the garage. You can't even hear them out there.
In other words, you're suggesting I run away.
Yeah, like a coward.
Well, I was only trying to help.
Kidding. You know what Voltaire said, don't you?
I do?
The coward flees in vain, right, Bud?
Yes, sir, that's what he said.
But on the other hand, I remember another quotation which says, "'Tis not too late tomorrow to be brave."
Where are you going, Dad?
Out in the back of the garage.
Hello, Jim. What's the good word?
Oh, hello, Sam. How go the homegrown radishes and tomatoes?
I don't know yet. The bugs haven't left one big enough to eat.
Hello, Mr. Woody.
Hi, Kathy. Bud.
Hi, Mr. Woody.
We're hiding.
Kathy,
Well, you said.
we just came out to get a little fresh air, that's all. Sure is a beautiful day, isn't it, Sam?
House full of woman? Huh?
They're hanging from the chandeliers.
They are? I didn't see anybody.
Keep quiet, will ya?
Daddy said. Oh, another joke, huh?
Mr. Woody, if you haven't bought your tickets for the Father's Day picnic,
Leave Woody alone, Bud.
but if he's going to buy tickets anyway,
It's all right, Jim. If I'm going to be hooked, it might as well be by Bud.
Well,
it's for a very worthy cause, Mr. Woody. And besides, they're giving away all kinds of junk. I mean, prizes.
Say, Dorothy was telling me about some of those prizes, and they aren't bad.
There'll be $3.75, Mr. Woody.
just a second, Bud. Prizes for what?
The various contests, 3-legged races, sack races, the usual things.
I wouldn't be caught dead in a sack race, or a 3-legged race either.
Mrs. Phillips said they're not going to have a 3-legged race.
I thought they were.
Well, Mrs. Phillips said she doesn't think there'll be enough people there with 3 legs.
Well, that's logical for her.
Mr. Woody, if you'd like to give me the $3.75 now,
You know, Jim, you might change your mind if you saw some of those prizes. They promoted a 16-millimeter camera and projector.
Huh? That's nice promoting.
They're going to have a wheelbarrow race, and the prize is 6 dozen golf balls.
Mr. Woody, if you'd like to give me,
Wait a minute. Is she on the level, Sam?
That's right. I told you they'd gone all out.
But 6 dozen golf balls?
You ought to see the prize they got for the egg race. 4 of the most beautiful matched woods you ever saw.
You're kidding.
Mr. Woody, if you like,
Not bad, huh?
Matched woods? You know, maybe I'm gonna like this picnic after all.
Mr. Woody,
The only thing I don't like about it are those cockeyed contests. Why don't they just have a drawing and get it over with? I'll be dead after the first race.
That's exactly what I told Dorothy. I said it wasn't fair to you and some of the older men.
Get out there. What was that?
Of course, if they want to hand me the prizes, I don't mind, but I think they ought to give somebody else a chance.
What was that crack about older men?
Mr. Woody,
Bud, will you please keep still?
holy cow.
You and I are the same age, and you know it. Where do you get the older man stuff?
Jim, you were 40 in February.
So what?
I wasn't 40 until May.
Oh, great.
And besides, I've kept in condition. I haven't got soft and flabby.
Who's soft and flabby?
Well,
I'm in just as
so-
good condition right now as you were the best day in your life.
Is Is that so?
Yes, that's so.
Well, we'll find out that on Sunday, won't we?
We certainly will. Bud and I will make you and that half-pint son of yours look like change from a $2 bill. Won't we, Bud?
All I want is $3.75.
And what's more, I'll just make a little side bet with you on every race we enter.
That's a deal.
Half a buck a race?
You got it. Well, I'll see you Sunday.
Not if I can help it. I'll go so far ahead you won't see anything but dust.
Is that so?
Yes, that's so. Thinks he's so wonderful. You and the other older men.
Dad,
We're going to spend the next 2 days training, so that's what we're going to do. We'll be in such wonderful condition, he won't know what happened to him.
Dad.
I can help you train, Daddy. I know where I can borrow a stopwatch.
Tell me he's younger than I am.
Dad.
I can run circles around him without even trying.
Are you gonna run in circles?
Him and his radishes. Thinks he's so wonderful because he's got a few puny radishes.
Dad.
What's the matter with you, Bud?
You're standing on my foot.
Father's Day. Let's hope this time Father really does know best. But ladies, whether or not he overrates himself as an athlete, there's one thing you can't take away from the head of the house. Father's Day and every day, that man of yours always knows best about truly good coffee. Yes, your husband is the world's greatest coffee expert. It is true, people call us experts too. After all, more families buy Maxwell House coffee than any other brand. But when you brew the coffee for your husband, well, he's the expert with the final say-so. And tomorrow, if you'll fill his cup with the heartwarming goodness of Maxwell House coffee, he'll surely smile and say, "Now that's really fine coffee." Yes, ma'am, he'll say that, all right. In fact, we'll return your money if he doesn't. We're that sure he'll enjoy that famous good to the last drop flavor. You see, the Maxwell House recipe demands certain extra rich coffees blended just so, and only Maxwell House has that recipe. No coffee tastes like Maxwell House because no coffee is made like Maxwell House. Tomorrow then, pour your husband a cup of wonderfully good Maxwell House coffee. If he doesn't smile and say, "Best coffee ever," why, just send us the can and unused portion and we'll refund your money. Our address is right on every familiar blue tin. Yes, serve the world's greatest coffee expert, your husband, coffee with the world's most famous flavor. Our Maxwell House coffee. Always good to the last drop. The feathers in a lady's fan are not so frail as mortal man. That may be true, of course, but not so far as the Andersons are concerned. With the Father's Day picnic less than 24 hours away, the Andersons, father and son, are working like little beavers to achieve a veritable peak of physical perfection, and they spare nothing in their effort, like this.
Up, 2, 3, down. Up, 2, 3, down.
That's 100, Daddy.
Already? Okay, Bud, that's enough.
Boy, am I tired.
Tired? We were only just beginning. What's next on the list, Kathy?
Push-ups.
All right, Bud, let's try 40 or 50 push-ups. Are you ready?
40 or 50? Holy cow, Dad. Have a heart.
Well, try 25 for a start. Ready?
I suppose so.
Here we go. 1, 2, up, down.
Daddy?
Not now, kitten. 1, 2, up.
But I want to ask you something.
Hold it a second, Bud. What is it, Kathy?
Did the Army really make you promise you wouldn't do sitting exercises?
Well, it's sort of a private agreement I have with General Eisenhower. He doesn't sell any insurance, and I don't do any setting up exercises.
Golly, General Eisenhower?
Where did we leave off, Bud?
I don't know, Dad, but can I please rest for a while? I'm dead.
All right, son. We'll take it easy for a few minutes.
Oh, boy.
I don't know what's gotten into this new generation. Why, when I was a boy, I thought nothing of doing 100 push-ups.
I don't think much of it myself.
Daddy,
Yes, baby?
is lying in a hammock really good exercise?
Oh, it's the best. It strengthens the back muscles. Why, I once knew an Olympic champion, and he did all of his training lying in a hammock.
Gosh,
Dad, I got a great idea. Why don't we straighten my back muscles for a while? I'll take a hammock and you...
You're doing just fine the way you are, bud. Kathy, how would you like to run into the house like a little girl, good little girl, and see if your mother has any more iced coffee?
okay, Daddy.
Jim,
Hold it, kitten. We're out here, Margaret.
Jim, I had a dozen eggs in the pantry and they're gone. Do you know what happened to them?
Bud, get those eggshells in the garage before your mother... What kind of eggs, honey?
You know very well what kind of eggs. They were right on the second shelf and Bud, what are you doing?
Doing?
What are you hiding?
Hi, Mom.
Bud, stop gawking at me and say something.
Hi, Mom.
Jim?
Now, wait a minute, honey. What difference do a few eggs make? After all, if we're going to win the egg race...
My eggs! You broke it. Every single one of my eggs!
One of them's only cracked a little, Mommy.
A whole dozen eggs.
But we've got it down to a system, Margaret. Bud and I can run the egg course in 23 seconds. Can't we, Kathy?
They sure can, Mommy. And Mr. Woody and Jimmy took 31.
Come on, Bud. Let's show your mother how we do it.
With what?
Oh, well, as soon as we get some more eggs.
Mother,
You will do no more practicing with my eggs.
Honey, I'll get you 2 dozen eggs. I'll get you a whole chicken.
Mother, do you know what that horrible Billy Smith did?
Betty, I'm talking to your father.
It's all right, Margaret. I'm in no hurry.
I'll never speak to that little monster again as long as I live.
Dear, I'm sure that whatever it is...
But you don't know what he did. He just called me and broke our date for tonight.
Well, he probably has a very good reason, Jim.
He hasn't any reason at all. What difference does it make if he is in training? He had a date with me and...
Wait a minute, Betty. He's in training for what?
Father, the whole thing is your fault. If you hadn't started this silly business with Mr. Woody.
You mean he's in training for the picnic?
Everybody's in training for the picnic. Every man in the whole neighborhood is running around with an egg on a spoon.
Well, of all the dirty double-crossing...
I don't care if it is Father's Day. Billy doesn't have any right.
Bud, we've got to start training.
We gotta start?
If we're going to show these 2 timing...
I haven't done anything but train for 2 days.
That doesn't count. We start from the very beginning.
Oh no.
Jim, this whole thing is ridiculous.
It's no such thing. Anytime they think they can put one over on Jim Anderson, well, they've got another thing coming. Bud,
Yes, sir.
let's hit the road.
What?
We've got enough setting up exercises.
We have?
We're going to concentrate on road work. We're going to run those other guys right off the map.
But Daddy, you can't.
Why can't I?
You promised General Eisenhower.
Bud,
Yes, Dad.
are you all right?
Oh, sure, Dad. I'm fine.
You, don't want to overdo it, you know?
I know.
After all, you're just a boy. You haven't the endurance of older men. You sure you wouldn't like to stop for a while?
Gosh, no. We've only run about a mile.
Yes. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Bud,
How you doing, Dad?
we've got to stop. I can't run in another step.
Holy cow, Dad. After all, only 3 miles?
I wouldn't run another step if my life depended on it.
Okay, but good grief. If we don't anymore get started.
Hi, Jim.
Hello, Hector. Doing a little road work, huh?
This is the life, isn't it, Jim? Out in the fresh air and the sunshine. Boy, do I feel good. I feel like I could run another 5 miles.
You've run 5 miles?
Like it was nothing. Well, I better keep going. See you later, pal.
Okay, Heck. Let's go, bud.
But you said.
I said, let's go.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Bud.
You don't want to stop again.
No, I don't want to stop again. I'd like to run another 75 or 80 miles.
Well,
Find me another pair of legs and I'll be glad to.
Dad, you're not going to give up now, are you?
For your information, I gave up an hour ago. I just didn't have the strength to get the news down to my feet.
Gosh, here comes Mr. Woody.
Well, if it isn't the old man Anderson. Everything under control, Jim?
Couldn't be better.
That's what I like to hear. We'll see you at the picnic. Don't make him run too far, Bob.
Okay, Mr. Woody.
All right, bud.
What?
Let's go. I can't, bud. I just can't.
Hi there, Jim.
Let's go, bud.
Hi, Jim.
I can't, Margaret. I couldn't get out of bed if you gave me $1 million.
But Jim, this is Father's Day.
I don't care whose day it is. Just let me lie here in peace.
Is it really that bad?
Honey, right now I've got 3 times as many muscles as anybody else in the world, and every one of them has a toothache.
Poor Bud.
Poor Bud. How about me? I'm the one who's dying.
But he's been counting on it so.
Well, I'll make it up to him. Some way.
Jim, are you sure you can make it?
Margaret, I've never been so sure of anything in my life. I can't even turn my head. As a matter of fact, I'm not even sure I've got a head.
All right, dear. I'll just have to explain to the children, that's all.
I'm not worried about the children. Sam Woody's the guy I'm worried about. He'll never let me forget it.
Of course he will. Sam's a very nice man and very broad-minded.
Broad-minded? He's so narrow-minded he can look through a keyhole with both eyes.
That isn't so.
No? Well, just wait. 10 years from now, he'll still be talking about the time he ran me out of the picnic. And if you think...
Mom, hey, Mom.
I'm in the bedroom, dear.
Mom, they're making an announcement about the picnic over the radio.
Oh? Well, we better turn it on.
I'll fix it.
Turn it on gently, bud, and stop jiggling the floor.
I wasn't jiggling the floor.
Every time somebody moves, I discover a new ache. I not only do not feel well, I'm slowly disintegrating.
Hold it, Dan. Here it comes.
All this fuss about a silly...
The largest Father's Day parade in the history of Springfield. Now, the news most of you have been waiting to hear. The transportation problem has finally been solved. A fleet of Bluebird buses has been chartered by... What? One moment, please. Is this on the level? What do I do? Just read it? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been handed an important bulletin, which I should like to read. Due to a mysterious epidemic of unknown origin, over 100 fathers in the Springfield area have suddenly been confined to their beds.
Jim!
100 fathers confined
As a
to their
result, the picnic... What? Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, the picnic has not been canceled, but will instead be known as the Mother and Child outing. A fleet of Bluebird buses.
Happy Father's Day!
Tomorrow or Saturday, when you buy coffee, remember this. In coffee, real value means the most in flavor for your money. And in all this world, there's one coffee famous above all others for flavor. Our Maxwell House coffee. So take home a pound this weekend and let your husband, the world's greatest coffee expert, enjoy that famous flavor. When he smiles and says, "Greatest coffee ever," you'll be satisfied that Maxwell House has the flavor your family likes best. As for value, well, just count for yourself all the truly good cups of coffee you get for each pound. Yes, for coffee that gives you your money's worth and more, look for America's sign of good coffee, the big white cup and drop on the friendly blue tin. That's Maxwell House coffee, always good to the last drop. It's dinner time now, and the Andersons are gathered about the festive board. And a festive board it is indeed. There's a special roast for Father's Day, chocolate pie with thick whipped cream for Father's Day, and best of all, a surprise for Father's Day, like this.
Go on, Mom. Tell him.
But please.
Mother, if you don't, we will.
Patty, really?
Mommy, if you don't tell him, I'm gonna burst.
Well, all right. Bud, why don't you get it?
Okay, Mom. It won't take 2 seconds.
Jim,
Yes, dear?
we have a little surprise for you.
That's nice.
And we hope very sincerely that you get a great deal of pleasure out of it.
I know. It's a wheelchair.
Jim?
Here they are, Dad.
Matched woods? Honey!
Happy Father's Day!
Oh, you bought me a set of matched woods.
Well, we didn't exactly buy them, dear.
Mommy won the egg race.
Coffee, dear?
Thank you very much.
Folks, Gainsey, the famous talking dog, always says, Gaines meal. What about Gaines meal, Gainsey? Nourishes every inch of a dog. It sure does. Kennel and laboratory tests prove Gaines meal supplies balanced nutrition your dog needs for good health. Yet Gaines costs less to feed than any other type of dog food. So folks, get Gaines meal. America's largest only dog food.
Join us again next week when we'll be back with Father Knows Best, starring Robert Young as Jim Anderson, with Roy Margie and the Maxwell House Orchestra. In our cast were June Whitley as Margot, Ted Donaldson, Rhoda Williams, Norma Jean Nilsson, Herb Vigrid, Stanley Farrar, and yours truly, Bill Foreman. So until next week, good night and good luck from the makers of Maxwell House, America's favorite brand of coffee, always good to the last drop. Father Knows Best was transcribed in Hollywood and written by Ed James. Now stay tuned in for Dragnet, which follows immediately over most of these stations. Dragnet is a story of your police force in action. Listen on NBC. So here's that special treat I told you about. Remember when I said at the beginning to sit back and imagine listening to a favorite show on the radio? Many people close their eyes and they just listen. In fact, the sense that you don't need to enjoy radio is sight. But many of us assume that sight is pretty important for those performing the show. After all, you read the script as you're performing, right? Well, to do that, your neighbor and mine, Marianne Barkowski, says, "Hold my beer." And with the help of her Braille script and Braille machine is making her debut with us today. She asked to join because of her love of old-time radio shows, and we're happy to have her as part of our group. So we thought we'd do something a little special for the debut. Marianne and I will perform an excerpt from her favorite radio show, The Bickersons. Marianne, are you ready?
Yes.
Jennifer, please set the mood.
It doesn't sound human. He's got it worked out in a regular pattern. Now he'll get amused. Oh no, John. Why aren't you laughing? John, wake up. You should be giggling and you're crying. What's the matter with you?
What's the matter, Blanche?
You're not snoring like you usually do. I was just getting used to your whining and giggling, but now you start crying and it throws me off completely.
What are you talking about?
You've got to stop it, John. I've never been so sick in all my life, and you won't let me get a minute's sleep. I don't feel well.
What hurts you, Blanche?
Everything hurts me. Call Dr. Marvin.
You don't need Dr. Marvin. I'll take care of you. Tell me where it hurts.
It's those clams we had tonight. I didn't want to eat them, but you kept insisting. You kept telling me clams are healthy.
Well, clams are healthy.
They are not.
They are too. Did you ever hear one complain? I ate more than you did, and I feel perfectly horrible. I mean, I feel fine. Where does it hurt you?
I think I'm poisoned. My whole body aches, and I've got a terrible shooting pain between my shoulder blades.
Well, lie still, and I'll fry you some cucumbers and hot root beer.
Fried cucumbers and hot root beer.
Make a new man out of you.
You just want to finish me off, is all.
Oh, Blanche, I'm only going to make a poultice out of it. It draws out the pain. It's new medical discovery.
What's the matter with an old-fashioned mustard plaster?
Okay, I'll fix you some old-fashioned mustard plaster. Where's the bourbon?
Bourbon? What's that for?
To soak the mustard plaster.
John Bickerson.
Don't worry, I'll scrape the mustard off first. Where's the bottle?
I'm not going to stick any bourbon-soaked plaster on my back.
You don't stick it on your back. You hold it over your mouth and squeeze it. Put on the lights.
I will not. I don't want you to touch me.
I'll bet you're not sick at all. You just thought this pain up to keep me awake. Why don't you leave me alone?
I can just hear you saying that to Gloria Gooseby.
Why should I say that to Gloria Gooseby?
Why indeed, if you were married to Gloria Gooseby, she wouldn't stand for any of your nonsense.
I'm not married to her, and she stands for a lot more of my nonsense than you do. What do I care what she stands for? I despise Gloria Gooseby, and you know it.
Then why does she keep staring at you like she's hypnotized?
She doesn't stare. It's just that she wears those outlandish dresses, and they bring out her eyes.
They bring out yours, too.
Now look, Blanche, let's make a pact never to mention that woman's name again as long as we live.
Well, I keep thinking there's something between you.
I swear I don't know she's alive.
She doesn't mean more to you than I do?
She means even less to me than you do.
I don't like the way that sounded.
Well, don't go looking for hidden meanings. Now, if you're really sick, I'll do anything you want to make you feel better. Now, if you feel okay, all I ask is that you let me have a few hours sleep.
I did have a little headache before, but now I've lost it.
It isn't lost. I've got it. Every morning when I go to work, I'm bleary-eyed and I stumble around the office in a stupor. I don't know how much longer my boss is going to stand for it.
Why do you stumble around, John?
Well, because I don't get enough sleep. I'm completely debilitated. Only last week I failed to pass the insurance examination.
Was it the same examination you had before?
Well, certainly.
Then why didn't you copy the answers of the old copy?
It's not answers they want. They give you a medical checkup. And apparently I'm not such an ideal physical specimen.
I think you're wonderful. You've got the nicest legs of any man I've ever saw.
I don't think I'm long for this world.
Am I responsible for it, John?
No.
I am too. I know I am. John, can I talk to you?
Sure, go ahead and talk.
I've been thinking about how we quarrel all the time, and I'm sure we love each other as much as any other married couple. And I know they must have their little arguments, and maybe more than... John!
Uh-huh.
You said I could talk to you.
Well, am I stopping you?
I want you to listen.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know your health was bad, and I'm worried. Anything happened to you, I blame myself for not taking the proper precautions. You know what I think?
What do you think, Blanche?
I think you ought to make out a will.
Make out a will? I thought you were worried about me.
Well, you don't want to leave me at the mercy of all of those greedy relatives of yours, do you? The minute you drop dead...
Don't talk like that. Can't you say passed on or something like that?
Well, you always say drop dead.
Well, that's only when I'm talking about your brother Amos. You should be a little more delicate when you're discussing wills.
Why?
Well, because you make it sound like I'm going to go any minute.
Well, they don't give you 2 weeks' notice, you know. You just told me you couldn't get any more insurance.
Oh, I can get all the insurance I want.
I don't care. You should make out a will just the same.
Okay, I'll make it out tomorrow.
You say it, but you won't do it. Get up and do it now.
What?
Go on and get up and make out a will. Oh, dear. John!
Huh?
I've got that shooting pain between my shoulder blades again.
Oh, let's have a look.
Right here. It must be arthritis or neuralgia. It hits me like a knife. What is it, John?
It's the price tag on your nightgown. Here.
No wonder my back was hurting.
Holy smokes! $48.50? Is that what a nightgown goes for now?
Yes, I just bought it this morning.
Oh!
What's the matter, John?
Now my back is hurting. Good night, Blanche.
From Hollywood, it's time now for
Johnny Deller.
This is Harry Branson at Philadelphia Mutual Life and Casualty Company.
Hello, Harry. What's with you?
John, I have a case I'd like you to handle for us that is, well, somewhat unusual.
Have you ever handed me anything that wasn't completely screwy?
I said unusual.
And I said screwy. So now that we understand each other, what's it all about?
Well, absolutely nothing yet. But I'm very apprehensive about one of our clients.
Harry, you're the biggest worrywart I ever knew.
What was that?
I said, who is the client?
Dr. Walter Merrill.
Merrill, the scientist?
That's right.
Nobel Prize winner? The man who worked out the molecular orbital contractions, something or other?
Yeah, that's the one. And I say, John, I'm worried.
Who wouldn't be about him? I'll be right down to see him.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account. Submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Philadelphia Mutual Life and Casualty Insurance Company in Philadelphia. Where else? Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Clever Chemist Matter. Expense account. Item 1, $22.50. Air transportation and incidentals, Hartford to New York to Philadelphia. I didn't even stop to check my bag, but headed directly towards the Philly Mutual Building on Walnut Street. Harry Branson is a good insurance man, but a great warrior. Nonetheless, he's given me some pretty important cases in the time past, highly lucrative too. And after all, what do we live for? Here you are, keep the change.
Thanks, Doc.
John, what took you so long?
What's the matter, Harry? Forget to pay the rent on your office? Or just forget the key?
Oh, John, as a matter of fact, I have the key right here in my, this is hardly the time or place for levity.
Well, surely you haven't been waiting here on the sidewalk ever since you called me.
No, I haven't. But by checking plane schedules, I was able to determine when you'd arrive almost to the minute and not wanting to waste time taking you upstairs to the office.
Pretty urgent matter, huh?
What's more, the drive-it-yourself car I've arranged for you should be here shortly.
Huh? Well, now, usually I arrange those things myself.
Yeah, and how we pay for them on that expense account of yours.
Harry, you touched me to the quick. My pride, my honor.
Oh, please, don't misunderstand me. I don't mean there's ever anything really dishonest about your expense account.
You don't?
It's
Well, you ought to, believe me. I'll pat it to the hilt if I think I can get away with it.
John, anyhow, the most important reason for engaging the car was so that you can leave from Malaga without delay.
Malaga?
New Jersey. It's about 30 miles south and east of here.
Is that where Dr. Merrill is?
Yeah, as is his custom, he chooses to work in some isolated spot where he can't possibly be disturbed. He and his colleagues, that is.
Colleague? I always heard that he worked alone, freelance.
And you heard all right. However, he now has a Professor Theodore Nash with him.
Nash?
One of our foremost chemists, at least, according to Dr. Merrill.
Never heard of him, but now, what seems to be the trouble?
John, they're working together on what I'm sure is some top secret project.
Oh. Say, wait, didn't Merrill have something to do with that early rocket experiments?
Precisely. Which is why I suspect their present work may have something to do with the space satellite or intercontinental missiles or something of the sort.
Possible, but what has that all got to do with you?
Their insurance. Dr. Merrill has had a policy with us for some years, $25,000.
And Professor Nash?
Recently, he took out a policy with us too for $10,000.
Beneficiary?
Nash made Dr. Merrill his beneficiary.
That sort of thing is often done between men working together, Harry. You know that.
Yeah, so that if anything happens to one, the other will be financially able to carry on what they've started.
Right.
Which is no doubt why Dr. Merrill changed the beneficiary of his policy to Theodore Nash.
So what's the worry?
No sooner was the change made than I received a letter of protest from Dr. Merrill's daughter,
Who's she?
Mrs. Howard Harding. She and her husband live in West Philly. He's a welder for an aviation company, I think.
On what did she base her protest?
She claims her father must have been coerced into changing the policy.
Oh, now wait a minute. That sounds like a hungry relative who complains about being cut out of the will.
It might. If Mrs. Harding weren't a perfectly well-balanced, intelligent, and I'm sure quite unselfish person, a completely honorable...
Is she good looking?
Well, yeah.
A real sweet to you?
Yeah, she is. Well, that is, John. I don't know what you're trying to imply.
They do it every time.
John?
Particularly when there's a bit of money involved. Good-looking insurance broker like you, and you're a bachelor too, aren't you?
John, you're pulling my leg.
Harry. But then I guess we're all suckers for a sales talk from someone like that.
That has nothing to do with it. I've had these hunches before, John, and they've always been right. Even you will have to admit that.
Yeah, I'll confess that in this case, I've handed you so far, but why don't you call up Dr. Merrill?
I think the quaint old fella would die rather than have a phone near enough to disturb him in his work. There's your rental car waiting at the curb. So off you go, John, and see what you can find out.
Okay, Harry, it all sounds like a lot of nothing you're worried about, but as long as you're willing to pay for it, and I always did like South Jersey this time of year. I drove across the Delaware River Bridge into Jersey and headed for Route 45 to Westfield, Woodbury, and finally Pittman, where I picked up Route 47. What Harry had said was true. These hunches of his has had a remarkable way of panning out. He saved his company a lot of money by anticipating trouble before it actually happened. And yet, but who was I to complain? After a pleasant hour's drive through Cranberry Bog and farm country, I pulled into the quiet little town of Malaga. Population, I'd say under 500. First stop, the post office.
Dr. Merrill? Sure. Go back the way you came about a mile till you see the name Wampus Bung.
What?
Name of one of the bungalows on the edge of the lake. Wampus means calves. Bungalow, bung. Wampus Bung.
Yeah.
The doctor and the professor got the fourth cottage beyond it. White one with a fence around it.
Good, thanks.
And if you don't mind, you can take their mail out to them. They haven't been in to pick it up for 4 or 5 days now.
Oh, nothing wrong, is there?
Who'd know? The way those two keep to themselves, you'd think whatever they're working on was the atomic bomb.
Yeah, well...
Just be sure you let them know you're at the gate before you try to go through the fence.
What do you mean?
That professor's liable to take a shot at you, seeing you prowling around.
Thanks, I'll remember that. As I drove back toward the edge of Little Malaga Lake, the idea of getting shot at by anyone living in this peaceful, quiet place seemed ridiculous. The lake itself, by the way, looked pretty inviting, and I made a mental note to come back here on my own sometime after the fishing season opened. As the postmaster had indicated, the fourth cottage beyond the Wampus Bung was heavily fenced in. So I gave notice of my arrival. I barely left the car when the door of the little cottage opened up.
Yes, who is it?
Dr. Merrill?
Yes?
My name is Dollar, sir. Johnny Dollar, insurance investigator.
Harry Branson?
That's right. Harry Branson sent me down here to see you.
Oh, come in. I'm most glad to see you. Please come into the house. Yes?
Thank you. Is Professor Nash here?
In the laboratory. But come, please, into the house.
As he spoke, the sliding door on the garage at the side of the house had opened. A rather swarthy man, some years younger than Dr. Merrill, stepped out, but quickly closed the door and threw the heavy bolt on it, then looked out over towards me suspiciously.
Yes, because it's better that you and I talk in private alone.
Doctor, who is that?
Oh, yes, Professor.
If we have a visitor, why do you not bring him here where we can both speak to him?
Oh, yes, of course. This is Mr. Johnny Dollar, Professor Theodore Nash.
Mr. Dollar.
How do, Professor? I'm from your insurance company, just making a little routine checkup.
Fine. I am glad to see you. As a matter of fact, I wish to talk to you. How do you do? Come into the laboratory.
Professor, do you think it's wise?
Oh, of course, Doctor. Since he is not a man of science, I'm sure there is no harm in his seeing it. And you have an experiment going, remember?
But I wish to speak.
Mr. Dollar, within these four walls, the genius of Dr. Merrill and my own poor efforts are creating things that will startle the world.
Outside, the small building looked like an ordinary two-car garage, somewhat in need of paint and repair, but inside, with windowless concrete reinforced walls, it was immaculate and loaded with scientific equipment of all shapes and sorts and sizes. There were racks of test tubes, bottles of chemicals, beakers, retorts, Bunsen burners, centrifuge, machines, and apparatus I've never seen before that I imagine most of the world must have dreamed of. And all of it as neat as a pin, not so much as stirring right out of place.
Look, Doctor, the polymerization step is almost complete.
Eh?
You must continue with the molecular balance check immediately.
Oh yes, and you must both leave me. This must not be seen by anyone.
Yes, we understand, Doctor.
I hope you will pardon me, Mr. Dollar.
Of course, Doctor.
Come, Mr. Dollar.
I will lock the door, yes.
He does require privacy, doesn't he?
Yes.
Hey, you're not going to bolt that door on him.
Oh, of course not. Force of habit, I guess. It is he who keeps things locked so tightly when he is working. Unnaturally so. Unnecessarily, but then a genius who permitted his idiosyncrasies.
Harry Branson seemed to think you two may be working on something to do with guided missiles.
Oh, a very perceptive man. But that is something we must not speak about.
If so, however, I should think this place would be heavily guarded.
It is hardly necessary in this isolated little community, especially since it's not generally known we are here. But now, why have you come here, Mr. Dollar?
Just a routine checkup. We usually do this when a sizable policy has changed.
There is something unusual about two men working together on important things, ensuring each other's favor?
Well, no.
What the daughter perhaps objects, eh?
You know Dr. Merrill's daughter?
I know about her, and about her unfortunate marriage to that day laborer.
Nothing wrong with day labor, Professor.
But one who waits for a great man like the doctor to die so that he can get his hands on the insurance money.
You think so? You think that's why his daughter objected to the change?
Of course. But his money will be used to further his work by me. And of course for the good of humanity.
Well, how soon do you think Doctor will be through with his experiment?
An hour, perhaps two. Then he will call me in to assist him with the next, the crucial step. But now, about this insurance.
Look, why don't I run back to the town, arrange for a place to stay, grab a bite to eat, and then come back here?
If you like. I'm sorry we have no room in the cottage for you to be...
Don't give it a second thought. I'll see you later. Something in Harry Branson's hunch had passed on to me. A strange feeling about the whole setup. There was something wrong about both Merrill and Nash, particularly the latter. Something I couldn't put my finger on. Was Dr. Merrill afraid of Nash? I don't know. Item 2, $1, even for a quick bite in a little cafe along the highway after I'd made arrangements for the room for the night and a private home that took in boarders. It was not much over an hour later when I drove back to the little cottage by the lake and the laboratory with its important secrets. And then I heard it. Someone pounding on the door of the laboratory from the inside. Someone calling for help.
Help! Help! Help in the name of heaven! Someone help me! Help! Help me!
Professor!
Help! Help! Open the door! Help!
But the lock's on the inside. Turn the lock.
No!
What?
The bolt! On the outside, please!
Bolt's here on the out.
Oh, thank heaven! Thank heaven!
Good Lord, Professor, what happened to you? You look like you've run over by a Dr. Merrill.
Too late! Too late!
Professor, what happened to you?
He beat me, threw acid at me.
The doctor?
No, the man who, then he killed the doctor with a gun. Oh, he killed him.
Who, Professor? Who?
I don't know.
Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in just a moment. Sundays on most of these same stations. It's the FBI in peace and war. Here's drama that pulls no punches, revealing how unsung heroes of the Federal Bureau of Investigation operate to track down criminals and saboteurs. Listen just a few minutes from now as the dragnet closes on another public enemy. It's 30 minutes of thrilling, spine-tingling drama on the FBI in peace and war. Now, Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar and the Clever Chemist Matter.
Expense account, item 3, $10 for the services of one Dr. Foote, the only resident in medical in the little town of Malaga, New Jersey. After pronouncing Dr. Walter Merrill dead, he took to badly beaten Professor Nash to his office clinic. While waiting for Nash to get in good enough shape to talk, I ran up item 4, 10 cents, phone call to the sheriff, who promised to come over as soon as he could enlist the aid of the nearby state police. Finally, Dr. Foote gave the word.
But I suggest you talk with him as little as possible, Mr. Dollar.
In pretty bad shape, Dr. Foote.
The intruder not only beat him severely, but threw a bottle of acid in his face.
Oh?
Professor Nash will never have the use of his left eye again because of that nitric acid. The burn on the skin, however, is not too serious.
Has Nash said anything that might help to identify the assailant and killer?
No. Now, please don't talk with him too long. Professor?
Yes.
Hello, Professor.
Mr. Dollar, I will never again see with my left eye, he has told me.
I know. I'm sorry.
But the great Dr. Merrill, he is dead. What a loss to
Professor,
us.
did you see the man who attacked you?
Yes.
Can you describe him at all? I don't want to tire you, but it's very important if you can.
Yes. He was young, not more than 30, 5 feet 6 or 8, very heavy.
Yes?
Stocky, and black curly hair.
Yeah?
Hands like a working man, a laborer.
Have you ever seen this man's face before?
No.
Here's some water.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you know why he came in and attacked you and Dr. Merrill?
No.
Was he after something there in the laboratory?
Only to kill Dr. Merrill. I tried to defend him, but I could not.
I'm sorry, Dr. Dollar, but I think that's enough.
Okay, Dr. Foote, I think I've heard enough. I managed to get back to the cottage by the lake before the police arrived. I made a quick search and came up with one very damning piece of evidence. In one of the bedrooms, I found a picture of a wedding couple. It was inscribed, "Love to the dearest father in the world." And next to the bride stood a man who answered perfectly to the description Professor Nash had given me. The husband of Dr. Merrill's daughter, Howard Harding. And then I thought of what Nash had said about Harding, his antagonism toward him, his conviction that Harding was the one who resented the change in the insurance policy. There was something else, too, that had happened when I talked with Nash in the doctor's office that, By the time I got back to the laboratory, the sheriff and state police arrived. The sheriff, I'm afraid, had badly mussed up the prints that might have been left on the bottle of acid. However, in the weeds outside, a state trooper found the pistol, a .38 caliber Luger that had killed Dr. Merrill. Fingerprints had apparently been wiped off, but the gun was carefully wrapped to be checked for more thoroughly by the fingerprints. Before taking off on a mad dash back to Philadelphia, I stopped at Dr. Foote's and picked up one water tumbler. Item 5, $3.70 for a tank full of gas. Item 6, 50 cents. Parking in Philadelphia as close as possible to Harry Branson's office.
John, back so soon?
Yep.
And what if you found out about Dr. Merrill?
Harry, he's dead.
What? Oh,
I
dear.
haven't the time to give you details, but listen.
But John,
Listen, first write down the address of Mr. and Mrs. Howard Harding for me.
his daughter, does she?
No, she doesn't know yet, and I hope I can avoid telling her before I... Write it down, man.
Well, yes, of course, but
Number 2, take this. Don't unwrap it, but see that it gets to Ray Kemper at the Federal Bureau fast. He'll know what to do, and I'll check with him about it later. Thanks.
but now, John,
Harry, this is one time in my expense account of mine. It's going to save you a lot of money. I think. The home of Mr. and Mrs. Howard Harding turned out to be a nice, quiet residential area. I was met at the door by the girl in the wedding picture, a tall, very nice-looking blonde in her late 20s.
Oh, yes.
Mrs. Harding,
I'm Terry Harding.
I'm Johnny Dollar from your father's insurance company.
Oh, good. Come in. Perhaps you can help me make him do something about that policy of his.
Well, that isn't exactly.
Someone has poisoned Daddy's mind, Mr. Dollar.
What do you mean?
It isn't that I wrote the money if Daddy dies, which heaven forbid.
It doesn't exactly look like you need it.
Of course we don't. Howard has been doing so wonderfully at Colonial Aviation.
Apparently, and I had a notion it was just a welder or something.
Oh dear, no. That's what Daddy called him because he wasn't too fond of Howard. And that is the way Howard started before we were married. But now he's one of the officers of the company.
Oh, where is he, Mrs. Harding?
As a matter of fact, I thought you were Howard when you drove up just now. He's been fishing.
Fishing?
Some little lake over in Jersey. He goes every Saturday, all by himself.
Malaga Lake?
No. Malaga is where Daddy works. He and that.
That what, Mrs. Harding?
I don't know. It's Howard, I guess.
What do you mean?
Howard has never liked or trusted him, even though they've never actually met. And when Daddy changed his insurance to name that Professor, there is something wrong about that man, Mr. Dollar.
What?
I don't know what. Daddy always worked alone until he came along. Daddy is such an alert, bright-eyed little busybody, in spite of his age.
Your father?
Like a cute little wound-up spring, hopping around like a...
Mrs. Harding?
Yes?
Mrs. Harding, when I saw your father...
You've seen Daddy? Then Then you know what I mean.
He was tired, almost in a daze. He spoke with difficulty.
Oh no, you're mistaken. He chatters away like a jaybird. What is it, Mr. Dog?
He must have been doped.
Hi, honey. Well, I'm just as lousy a fisherman as usual. Not a single... Oh, excuse me.
Mr. Harding, tell me one thing.
Well, that depends. Who are you?
Mr. Dollar's from the insurance company, darling.
Not Johnny Dollar.
That's right.
Well, I'm certainly heard of you. Tell me...
You tell me, Harding. Where have you been?
Why, fishing.
Where?
Over in Jersey.
Where?
A little private lake.
Where?
Over near Mount Holly. The one place I know of where nobody else ever goes. Where I could get rid of the cobwebs. That's my job. Hey, wait a minute. Dollar, what is this?
Harding, you've been identified as the man who murdered Dr. Walter Merrill.
Murdered? Mr. Dollar!
What?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Harding, but it's true.
What are you talking about, Dollar? Is this true?
You didn't know about it?
Of course not. How could I? Where did it happen? How?
At his place in Malaga.
Professor Nash? I'll kill that man.
You'll take it easy. You seem to forget that so far you're the only suspect in this case.
You're out of your mind. If there was anybody, it was that Nash.
Got anyone to verify that you've been up the lake, Mount Holly?
Of course not. I told you, I go alone. There's nobody there.
Listen to me, Nash. With Dr. Merrill, when he was killed, there in his laboratory.
Of course he was.
But Nash was attacked also, beaten, acid thrown at him. He lost sight of one eye because of it.
And I tell you, you're sure?
Of course I'm sure. It was I who found them. Nash beaten against the inside of the door of that laboratory, crying for help. A door that was bolted out on the outside.
$1, you're sure of that?
I'm sure.
I still think, Terry, I'm sorry, honey. Here, let me...
Oh, Howard, it's so terrible.
You better answer that phone, Howard.
Yeah. Yes. It's for you, Mr. Dollar.
Thanks.
Oh, Terry, dear, come. You've got to pull yourself together. Really, come.
Johnny Dollar.
John, this is Harry Branson. I just received a call from Mr. Kemper at the Federal Bureau.
Yes?
He says he must see you immediately. It's very important.
Call him back, Harry. Tell him I'll be there in 15 minutes. Harding, just keep things straight. I wouldn't leave this house if I were you.
Well, now, wait a minute, Dollar.
Just sit tight. I think you're in the clear. More red lights got passed up on the way into Philadelphia offices of the Bureau. So Ray felt that whatever that he found was important. If so, it would back up one of my suspicions. But in view of the circumstances that bolted the door in the laboratory, for instance, how could it?
Important is putting it mildly, Johnny.
The print you found on the water glass, Ray.
3 sets. 1, yours.
Well, naturally.
2, a Dr. Frederick Foote, who is currently practicing medicine.
I know, in the town of Malaga, New Jersey. That's where the glass came from.
Oh, because the 3rd set of prints,
Yes?
I had to go into the international file for them. And Johnny,
Nash? Theodore Nash?
Nash, Professor Nishevsky,
What?
Fyodor Nishevsky, chemist from one of our not-so-friendly countries.
Huh?
Expert on explosives. At one time, he was thought to have attempted to enter this country. This was in 1940.
Ray, you've got any pictures of him?
Plenty, from the time he was a kid. And tell me how you picked up these prints.
The beard in this picture. But it looks like him, all right. This too, but the shaved head. Almost as though he tried to keep changing his appearance.
Johnny,
Wait a sec. This picture of him as a youngster. This eye patch on his left eye.
our dossier is pretty complete. He was quite an athlete until he injured that eye.
But it doesn't show in these other pictures. He hasn't a glass eye.
No, his eye always looked perfectly natural. But now, Johnny, if you have information...
Ray, this has done it for me. Thanks.
Now, just a minute.
I'll see you.
Johnny. This is Kemper. Get me a man to tail Johnny Dollar. He's leaving his office right now. Get on it.
All the way back to Malaga, New Jersey, I hoped the rental car would hold together. It did, in spite of the fact I pushed it all the way. International intrigue is a bit out of my line, but this time, so help me, I was beginning to feel like an FBI man. I stopped at state police headquarters along the way, and according to them, Nash was off the hook. Not only because of the acid thrown in his face, but even more important, because of my own testimony that I'd found them locked in the laboratory. I stopped again at the lab. Nothing. Then back to Dr. Foot's office.
Very well, Mr. Dollar. When they arrive, I will insist that they wait for you.
Thanks, Doctor. Well, Professor?
Have they found anything, Mr. Dollar? Have they found the man who attacked us and killed poor Dr. Merrill?
Professor, I think I have.
Oh?
But tell me something.
Yes, of course.
Your government doesn't pay you very well, does it?
Merrill and I were not working for the government, Mr. Dollar, although, of course, the results of our work...
I'm talking about your government, your own real boss.
I don't understand.
No doubt, it's very much interested in anything this country develops in the line of guided missiles, that sort of thing.
Mr. Dollar?
Let me go on. Merrill was doing important work, stuff that would be of inestimable value to any country in the world.
Of course.
Your country would have paid you well for the results of his work, but brother, they'll never get them.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Money? The loot from Merrill's insurance. Sure, it was enough to get you out of here after you gained the knowledge you needed for Merrill's work.
See here, Dollar.
After you killed him. Before you could give him his government, the United States would give...
You are a fool. I was beaten too.
The poor old man put up a pretty stiff fight, didn't he?
Do you think I would have done this to myself, my eye?
You gave yourself away earlier when you reached out for a glass of water I handed you, right here in this room. A man who'd lost his sight in one eye would have lost his aim until he got used to it. Funny though, it didn't come to me until later.
You are mad.
You haven't seen out of that left eye since you were a kid.
I tell you, you are mad.
And a little acid burn to make it look like the assailant had thrown it at you would be well worth the alibi it gave you, Fyodor.
Fyodor.
That's right, Fyodor Nishevsky.
Listen to me. You were the one who found us. Locked in the bolted room. Bolted from the outside. You found us.
Yeah, also the cord, the string you used to pull the bolt to, that you looped over the bolt and pulled it after you got inside.
You couldn't have. I dropped it in a vat of acid that I...
Thanks, I was bluffing. Made a lucky guess.
What?
What a brain, Nishevsky. I'm sure glad a soup like you isn't working on our side. The capsule he fished out of his pocket never got to his mouth, and I'm afraid he won't see very well out of his other eye for a while. My knuckles still hurt, and it was lucky for him that the police arrived. I'm afraid I don't like guys like him. Expense account total, including all the incidentals I could think of and transportation back to Hartford, $84.35. Remarks. Don't beef on this one, Harry. The criminal, in spite of being the named beneficiary, doesn't get paid. And think of what you and I and your insurance company have contributed to the State of the Union. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
expelled from school for laughing too much at our lovelorn schoolmarm. Our Miss Brooks, as played by Eve Arden. As a matter of fact, the whole point of this lighthearted comedy series is to make folks laugh. And the more you let yourself go and enjoy the highly comic antics of Miss Arden, the higher your grades in deportment will go. For an E for effortless, endless amusement, hear Eve Arden as our Miss Brooks a little later in the day today on most of these same stations. Now here's our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, a real close look at a little-known but very dramatic side of Hollywood. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood. It is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone, who also wrote tonight's story. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Harry Bartell, Howard McNear, Forrest Lewis, Jack Crucian, Russell Thorson, Frank Gerstle, and Bob Bruce. Musical supervision is by Amerigo Marino. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Cooperly speaking.
For today's show, as Jim Anderson and Johnny Dollar, Dave Yeager. As Margaret Anderson and Harry Branson, Mary Kirkman. As Kathy Anderson and the postal worker, Betty Burke. As Terry Harding, actor and the newscaster, Shira Coffey. As Bert Anderson and Howard Harding, Bernie Thurkelson. Sweeney. As Sam and Dr. Foot, Carol Moneyhawk. As Blanche Bickerson, Ray, and the Gates Meal announcer, Marianne Barkowski. On sound effects and the Johnny Dollar music, Gloria Yeager. Our orchestra, Ray, Roy, and Jennifer Monbrand. I'm Don Gingle. Thank you all, and good day from all of us at WLE Radio.